Hi lovelies, in today's video I'll be teaching you how to make this stylish underbust top with back lacing. To make this dress you need about 2.5 yards of fabric. Now you're going to start by marking out your measurement. So you're going to mark your shoulder to bust line, shoulder to underbust line, shoulder to waistline, then my blouse length. You can use any blouse length of your choice. From the waistline to my blouse length, I have about 6 inches. You're going to start by marking your shoulder measurement divided by 2 plus half. The half inch is for adding your sleeve to the dress. Come down by 1 inch and I'll mark a basic neckline of 3 inches. Now I'm going to connect this from this point to the neckline. The next step I'm going to take is to go ahead to find my armhole line, and to get that is the bust measurement divided by 6 plus 1.5 inches. I'll place my ruler and I'm going to connect. Now after I'm done marking, the next step is to place my tape and mark my shoulder measurement divided by 2 plus half. Then I'll connect this all the way to the upper part. I'll place back my tape and divide what I have here into 2 equal parts. I will come out by ½ inch, place my tape, mark the bust measurement divided by 4. After marking this, I'm going to go ahead to connect from the midpoint of my armhole to the upper part and all the way down to the bust measurement divided by 4. You want to start by marking out your dart. You're going to mark your nipple to nipple measurement divided by 2. You're going to mark this from the bust, under bust, waistline and blouse length. After marking this, you're going to place your ruler and go ahead to connect this all the way to the lower part of your pattern. Now, the next step I'll take is to go ahead to mark my dart intake. I'm using a basic dart intake of ½ inch on both sides of my waistline. Come down by 1 inch from the bust, then extend that ½ inch on both sides. Now, after I'm done doing this, I'm going to place my ruler, connect from the waistline to the upper part, and also connect at the other side of my pattern. Now, I'm going to go ahead to take my dart lines all the way down. I'll be blending out these darts because on the actual dress, there's no dart lines. So that means you're going to blend out these darts that you have on your dress. I'll go ahead to use my marker to outline my dart lines. Let's insert our body measurement. Place your tape and mark your bust measurement divided by 4. I'm adding 1.5 inches for my stitching allowance. My underbust measurement is 28 divided by 4 will give me 7 I marked. I picked the dart intake I have there, replaced it and added 1.5 inches for my stitching allowance. For the waistline, my waistline is the same with my underbust. I'll mark what I have there, which is 28 divided by 4. Measure the dart intake of 1 inch, replace it, then I'm adding 1.5 inches for my stitching allowance. At the blouse length, I'm going to mark my hip measurement divided by 4. Pick this dart intake I have here, place and add my stitching allowance of 1.5 inches. So after marking that, I'll go ahead to connect. After connecting, I'll go ahead to alter this pattern to get the underbust dress. So if you have any questions so far, please kindly go ahead to ask. So if you notice from the center, the neckline is a bit deep. I'll come up by 0.75 to ½ inch here. Now the neckline we have has like a slight curve, but I don't want my bust to show that much, right? So I'll just go ahead to connect it this way to the upper part. So this is what I have at this point. I'll go ahead to cut out or outline the underbust area because I'll go ahead to cut it. So I'm marking my bust dart. To get your bust dart is the difference between your shoulder to waist in front and your shoulder to waist at the back. For example, shoulder to waist in front is 17 while the back is 16 inches. So I'm minusing that 16 inches from 17. It will give me 1 inch, which I marked and connected to the bust line. So I'm coming up here by 2.5 inches. You can come up by 2 inches. So I'm going to blend my darts so that when I connect this hemline, is going to match up at this area, right? So this is what I have at this point. That slight basque we have in front. Now I'll just go ahead to outline. Now we are done with the front drafting and we'll cut this out. If you have any questions so far, please kindly go ahead to ask. Remember to blend out your bust dart when you're cutting this part. Now we'll be transferring our pattern to fabric to make this dress. So before transferring to fabric, you're going to cut the underbust. Now I'm going to close up my dart. You can use sellotape to hold it, or you can use your pins just to secure it. So this is what I have. Now I'll also blend out the dart for the lower part of the dress. Now for the back pattern of this dress, I've gone ahead to mark out all our basic measurements. So for my zipper allowance, I use 1.5 inches. Now I marked the basic neckline of 3 by 1 inch, found my chest line the same way I did for the front. Now my shoulder to waist at the back is 16 inches and I added extra 6 inches after my waistline. Remember, for my front pattern, the total length, if you measure from the waist to the length of the blouse, I have extra 6 inches. Now I'm going to start by marking my dart, which I'm going to mark my nipple to nipple divided by 2. So I'm not going to add that at the upper part. I'm just going to stop like 1 inch above my waistline for the snatching effect. But when I was making my dress, I actually went up a bit so that it can snatch my waistline. Took a ½ inch dart intake and connected to the upper part. Now I'll insert my body measurement. Marked my bust measurement divided by 4, added my sewing allowance. Here I'll mark my waist measurement divided by 4 at this point. Then you're going to pick this tiny dart you have here, replace it, add your stitching allowance of 1.5 inches. While you're replacing that dart, because you'll be using the excess in the dart to join the dress, mark your hip measurement divided by 4, measure your dart intake, replace it, then add your stitching allowance. So the next step is to go ahead to connect, right? So I'm going to place my ruler, connect from the bust to the waistline, from the waistline to the blouse length. So after I'm done marking this, for the sides also, I'll mark the hemline. You can come up by 2 inches, 2.5, then go ahead to connect. For the back pattern, I like my back pattern to be slightly lower than that of the front, just like you have seen in the picture, right? So the next step is to take out my zipper bulge. I'll mark ½ inch here, extend this to the sides, then extend to the other side, to the upper part of my pattern. Now I like replacing my zipper bulge by the side, just in case my allowance does not reduce by the side, right? Now after this, I'll cut this out. If you have any questions so far, please kindly go ahead to ask. So I'll just go ahead and cut this out. So after cutting out, I'll cut out the zipper bulge and we'll transfer to fabric. So open up this part. So now I've gone ahead to transfer my pattern to fabric. For the front pattern, I added ½ inch at the front neckline, ½ inch at the lower part to join it. So this is what I have for the upper part that I cut out. This is what I have here now. We'll be joining it with ½ inch, and this is my lining. So on the lining, I ironed an interfacing. You can use your stay to iron on it, or you can use your light gum stay. Then join this with ½ inch. So this is what I have after I am done joining. Now I'll go ahead to bring out the main fabric that I joined, right? So I have some excess. I'll go ahead to trim it out. Remember to pin before stitching. So to stitch, I'm going to stitch the neckline with ½ inch, stitch with ½ inch all the way around, and the hemline. After stitching, I'll go ahead to notch this all the way around. That is the neckline, for it to relax very well. So I'll also notch the sides and the hemline, so that by the time you turn it to the right side, it's going to relax. And please remember to iron. I did most of my ironing offline, right? So I'll just turn it to the right side. So after I'm turning, this is what I have. Now let's introduce the back pattern of this dress, right? So we are going to slit this, that center part. Now we are going to slit it open. So I went up a bit so that the snatching effect can go up more than my waistline, because I felt like if it snatched from your waistline, it won't give you that fitting at the back. So I went up by at least extra 2.5 inches above my waistline, right? Now we are going to make little loops, which I have already made, just like when you're making your loops for your corset. Now I'm going to place and pin. On each side, I just added about 5 loops because that is what we have on the dress. So you see me pinning, you measure about 1 inch or 1.25. It shouldn't be more than 1 inch or 1.25. If not, it will be too scanty. Maybe to end up just having like 4 loops at the back. So I'll just place and I will go ahead to pin on one side of the opening. That is the side going towards the zipper allowance. That is where you're pinning. So after pinning each side, what I'll do is to join it. So my dart, you know that now, I'll top stitch it, then place it and stitch on it. That way it will hold the loop. I'm done stitching and this is what I have, right? So this is my loop. Now this is the lining I ironed stay, or you can iron gum stay on it. After stitching your dart, you notice you have an excess on the lining. Why you have that excess is because for this dart, you only stitched it out on your main fabric and you didn't stitch it on your lining. Now what you do is to cut out the excess, then go ahead to stitch the sides, the neckline and the hemline of this top. So after stitching, this is what I have. I'll go ahead to notch it all the way around so that I will iron it. So I'm turning it open from the armhole of the dress. So after turning, this is what you have. Make sure you go ahead to iron it. So this is the 2 back pattern. What I'll do is to go ahead to add zipper to the back of this dress. So I'll be using about 1 inch to add my zipper. You know, I added 1.5 for the zipper allowance and I have 1 inch after turning it up by the side. Now let's join the shoulder. Open up the front shoulder, place the back shoulder in between, right? You open the front shoulder, place the back shoulder in between, then you wrap it up this way. Use your pin to hold it. Now you also pin it to the end. After pinning it to the end, stitch with 1/2 inch. Repeat the same thing at the other side and add your zipper. So this is what I have after stitching. Now let's cut the sleeve. So I'm cutting my sleeve together. So first thing, you're going to start by marking 1/2 inch on top for joining allowance. Mark your sleeve cap height, and to get that is your bust measurement divided by 12 plus 0.5 inches. What you get is 3.5, then you mark it, then I'll connect. I'm using a free hand to cut this because the sleeve has like a fold, so it's not going to be like your actual armhole curve. So I just went ahead to use my free hand to do that. Remember to add 1/2 inch on top for your joining allowance. I'll slit this open. So this is what I have. I'll go ahead to fold the edge for adding elastic. So my sleeve is about 20 inches wide. So what I'll do now is to join the armhole to the sleeve. Find the midpoint, split the excess and then join. So this is what I have after joining. I've added the elastic. Then this is the back that has the lacing. I made a little rope for the back that we use to lace it up at the back. Now let's flip it and pin for shaping. So to start inserting our body measurement, I'm going to note the underbust area of my pattern. So this is what I have. Then I'll mark my shoulder to bust line. So for the measurement here, I'm going to place and mark my bust measurement divided by 2. My bust is 33.5 divided by 2. So what I have here is 33.5 divided by 2 will give me 16.75. So what I have here now is about 19 inches. Subtract that 16.75 from that 19 and then I'll mark what I have. Whatever I have, I'll share it into 2 equal parts. So I'll measure here. What I have here is about 16.5. My underbust measurement is 28 divided by 2. It will give me 28 divided by 2 will give me 14. I'll minus that 14 from the measurement I have, then share the rest at both sides. So I'll mark the waistline. The waistline I have here is 17 inches. my waist is 28. 28 divided by 2 will give me 14. Then if I minus 14 from 17, I'll have 3 inches. I'll share 1.5 on both sides. Then I'll mark. While going down, I will extend it by 1 inch. So if you have any question, please go ahead to ask. Measure your armhole, divide it by 2. My armhole is 16 divided by 2 will give me 8. Then I'll go ahead to shape. So after I'm done stitching, this is the final result of the dress. If you have any question, please kindly go ahead to ask. On the men's dress, the bust area, it was revealing, so I just had to put on a little singlet to avoid mine from showing.